that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the Outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. Attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
Playing on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, receive.
Then you see a pack of Hells Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars, because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined the street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back. Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. I said, well, go talk to them. Find out what they want. And they came back. They go, they want to talk to you.
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006. Back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon. 2011. Came out of there. I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we got a lot to talk about. We're going to be going over to Massachusetts, Romania, all over the country. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your mother's, brother's, sister's friend about Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. I appreciate all you guys taking the time to watch this show. We've been hitting milestones, and I really appreciate it. The sponsorships are rolling in. Things are looking really good, and I'm starting to get to work on the projects that I've put so much effort into, and they're finally starting to take shape. It's been a long process, but I'm getting it done, so I appreciate all you guys' support. Thank you. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for everything you do for this channel. I appreciate you. Bella, good morning or good afternoon. Waddell, what's going on? Path Killer, Slow Ride, Jonathan, what's up, man? So, Hap, what's going on? Shout out to Hatchet. So, first we're going to start off with the biker that got mauled by a bear. This is an insane story. So this is the man right here. This is like one of the last pictures of him. He took it himself, right? There was other people around. I mean, people are nuts. He gets off his motorcycle, and I believe there's a video. And if there is a video, I'm going to put it on Patreon. You guys can see it for yourself. But he's on the roadway. He takes a selfie with the bear. And this is what happens. Motorcyclist mauled to death by a bear. Took photos with the animal just before the fatal attack. It's crazy. Motorcyclist who was gruesomely mauled by a bear. It was a brown bear in Romania. Took pictures with the animal just before the fatal attack. Omar Faring Zing, his name is. He was 48 years old. He's an Italian tourist. He was riding his motorcycle on the Transbergracian Highway and stopped near Vataru Dam, where he saw a bear on the side of the road. He got off his motorcycle and offered the bear food. Wow. The Italian tourist's phone was also found, which contains some pictures prior to the bear attack. With the bear approaching, it was appearing with pictures close up to the bear. Just one day before the attack on July 1st, Zing posted a photo album of his encounters with bears on some personal Facebook page. In the photos, he's seen smiling and posting with a bear in the background while wearing a motorcycle helmet. And that's this picture. The bear attacked Zing and dragged him down a steep ravine with an elevation drop of 262 feet. Unfortunately, he was already dead when we arrived, they said. The injuries were extremely severe. Even though he was wearing a helmet and full protective gear, it wasn't enough. I mean, it's a damn bear. None of this is going to protect you from a damn bear. And why would you get off your motorcycle and go mess with the bear? Like, that's crazy. It's insane. How many of you guys would do that? Hunter shot the bear dead following the incident. The bear followed us the whole time, one of the guys said. Mountain rescuer told the outlet. She attacked us a few times, too. We also had hunters from Silvic. They were pointing their rifles at her the whole time. Romania is home to the largest brown bear population in European Union. Romania's Environment Ministry estimated the county has brown bear population of 10,400, between 10,400 and 12,800 bears. Bear attacks in Romania have seen a steep increase amidst the booming population. In July 2024, a 19-year-old girl was killed in a violent bear attack in the mountains in central Romania. A few months before that, a 72-year-old tourist from Scotland was mauled by a bear after rolling down her car window to take a photo with the animal. And the bear just spazzed out and took her life. I mean, that's crazy. That's insane. You don't go near these animals. They're not nice. I mean, you think they're what? Teddy bear? Let's go take a selfie with a man-eating bear. Yeah, go do it. You're gonna end up like this guy. Not a good thing. So in other news, we're gonna go out to Fall River, Massachusetts. There's been a huge fire at a nursing home. 9 people are reported dead. This is a very tragic situation. 9 people reported dead in a Massachusetts assisted living facility fire. This is in Fall River. A shout out to Maddie from the W Number podcast. 9 people have died and at least 30 others are injured in a fire at Massachusetts assisted living facility Sunday. According to Massachusetts Department of Fire Services, the fire occurred at the Gabriel House assisted living facility in Fall River about 9:50 p.m. When crews arrived, heavy smoke was seen coming from the front of the building. With people trapped inside, firefighters were able to rescue many of the occupants while battling the fire, which was out by Monday morning. About 70 people lived in the house. This is unfathomable tragedy for the families involved in Fall River community, said the chief. On behalf of Fall River Police Department, I want to express my heartfelt condolences to the loved ones who are grieving this morning. He told reporters that multiple people were hanging out the windows looking to be rescued. Family members who showed up said that police were trying to break windows. Fall River Police Department in a statement said, without hesitation, officers entered the smoke-filled facility, breaking down doors, escorting residents to safety. That's a crazy situation. Look at all these. I mean, they're not young people. They can't just get up and run out, you know? It's got to be pretty heart-wrenching for people that are there helpless. Approximately a dozen non-ambulatory residents were physically carried out, so they weren't able to walk or anything. They were carried out by officers. Their bravery and quick action undoubtedly saved many lives. Several residents at the facility were taken to local hospitals. Firefighters were taken with minor injuries. Fall River mayor said he issued the issue they are facing is getting residents the medicine they need. When they were evacuated, they had nothing. We have people at our stores right now buying underwear, t-shirts, clothing, and there's a place at a shelter for them to shower, and they're going to do their best to support them all. They could put them in a hotel or something, right? I mean, it's a assisted living facility. They gotta have some kind of means that they can do for these people. But that's a very sad situation. Another case we're going to talk about is Little Meech from BMF. You guys all know what BMF is, right? There's a show about them and his drug dealing dad. Turns out that he's a cooperator, and 50 Cent started going in on him, and because he was hanging out with Rick Ross and all this. Well, he finds himself in a dilemma, and 50 Cent exposed him. It says 50 Cent trolls Little Meech after actor's friend alleged he made him take the gun and drug charges. Crazy. 50 Cent paid Little Meech acting classes to prepare him for the role in the BMS series. 50 Cent and Little Meech beef continues to rage on after the mogul slams the actor's latest allegations. 50 Cent repost claims Little Meech allegedly allowing his friend to take the fall for gun and drug charges during a police stop. In now viral Instagram post, 50 Cent shared what appears to be body camera footage and audio clip of Meech apologizing and offering repayment. This began with a jab disguised as a praise. 50 Cent reposted Power Book 2 Ghost Star Michael Rainey Jr. modeling for Tommy Hilfiger and ringing a bell at New York City Stock Exchange. See what happens when you don't use drugs and you spend all your money on chrome heart jeans. By Saturday, the post intensified. 50 Cent mocked Meech as a meme, a private school kid pretending to be street savvy. He ridiculed the actor for allegedly dumping the contraband on a sleeping friend during a traffic stop. How you gonna throw a strap and drugs on your man's lap while he slept? 50 Cent wrote. Crazy. And allegedly he did this, so he was pulled over. His friend was in the passenger seat sleeping, and Little Meech allegedly threw the drugs and the gun on this guy's lap, and he's in prison for it. So that's a crazy situation. There's other things we got to talk about today. Lexington, Kentucky. This guy, his name is Guy House. So, Guy House, 2 dead, suspected, killed in Lexington, Kentucky. Church after suspect shot state trooper, police say. 2 women were killed in a shooting Sunday at Richmond Baptist Church in Lexington, Kentucky, after a man shot a state trooper near the city airport, officials said. 2 men were also injured in the church shooting. The shooting near Bluegrass Airport unfolded around 11:35 a.m. That's crazy because that's around the time that church is going on, right? After troopers pulled over a vehicle on Terminal Drive after receiving a license plate reader alert. See, these cops don't even have to keep their eyes out for you guys if you're driving around with messed up registration and all that. all you got to do is drive by them, and there's a little machine in their car, and it says, non-registration detected, or it'll say whatever it says, and it'll alert the cop to the car that doesn't have registration or insurance. That's crazy. He doesn't even have to do anything. You just drive by him and boom, you're done. So they got a license plate reader alert. The trooper was shot before the suspect fled the scene, carjacked a vehicle, ending up at Richmond Baptist Church, about 15 miles away. Lexington police chief said during a news conference on Sunday, preliminary investigation suggests the suspect may have had a connection to people at the church. They said without elaborating, the suspect then fired his weapon at individuals on church property. 3 responding officers shot the suspect, who was declared dead at the scene. The shooter has been identified, but police did not release his name. Well, his name's Guy House. The family of the shooter has not been notified. So what? His name's Guy House. The victims who were killed were identified. So how are they going to release the victims who were killed? They were identified as Christina Combs, 34, and Beverly Gum, 72. That's a sad situation. They just went to church, and all of a sudden their life is over. Fayetteville coroner had early identified Combs as being 32. The men who were injured during the shooting were transported to the hospital. One man is in critical condition, and the other is in stable condition. He added the injured trooper is also in stable condition. The first shooting wasn't connected to the airport, police said, though the officials there said it impacted a portion of Terminal Drive. Our team is on site guiding passengers to open parking. All flights in operation now continuing as usual. It's insane what's going on in the world. Like, where does it end? It's like really crazy. So we're going to be going to Canada today. Our story is in Canada, and it has to do with the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. It has to do with this guy and his wife. So this guy and his wife were arrested for the 3rd time. And they have something called Canada Day. I was not aware of that. Hey, what's going on, Heidi? Thank you. I appreciate that, Heidi. Path Killer, what's going on? I heard great things from you about you from Manny Vitale. I appreciate that. Shout out to Manny Vitale. He's a great guy. STMC, how are you? Shout out to you, man. Rory, what's going on? Finally caught it live. I appreciate you. SNS Contracting, what's good? Hardwire, how are you? So this guy and his wife were arrested. I got some pictures of them being arrested right here. He has his cut on. So this was at Sarnia. Sonoth cuffed again on Canada Day. For the 3rd time in less than 2 years, a Point Edward man who appeared to have outlaw biker gang ties has been arrested at a community event in Sarnia area. Arthur Shura, 65, was arrested by tactical Sarnia police officers after an Outlaw Motorcycle Club member tried to lay a black wreath at the center throw. I can't even say that damn word. So it's probably like they have a park where they were having different things going on for Canada Day. But in the park, they had a sign. Let me see if I can find it right here. You see this sign, right? Here, let me bring it closer for you guys. Bam. Prohibited gang colors or gang clothing. Now, what they mean by this is motorcycle club paraphernalia. They did not want any motorcycle club members wearing cuts or anything. But that's not why he got arrested. So allegedly, him and his wife were there. He tried to lay a wreath down, a black wreath, during a controversial Remembrance Day ceremony last fall. So he tried to lay a wreath down last fall, and he was arrested again following a Canada Day clash in Canatara Park. He was charged on July 1st with causing a disturbance in public place and disobeying a court order. Court records show the same two charges the police laid on him in November. Sarnia police spokesperson confirmed Saturday that those were the two charges they laid. Sarnia police posted a photo on social media shortly before 2 p.m. Canada Day, a couple of hours after thousands turned out for the annual parade, of signs, and they were posted in a popular park warning gang colors and clothing were banned there. People who don't follow the orders can be removed from the park for trespassing or arrested, the sign says. And this was posted on X. So this is what they wrote. This year, signs have been posted throughout Canatara Park to notify visitors that all gang colors and gang clothing is prohibited. Anyone entering the park is ordered or will be ordered trespassing, section blah blah blah, to a property act. Hold on. I could show you guys the original post. Here, I'll show you guys the original post. I got a good video for you guys too. So here's the post that they put on X, right? It's got 1,600 views. So they didn't want anybody wearing cuts or anything in the park. That's the bottom line. So allegedly, what had happened was several pictures have been posted on social media of Shura wearing Outlaws Motorcycle Club clothing, but it doesn't appear the police social media post was in response to the incident involving Shura. That day, as the police spokesperson said on Saturday, an unidentified person was arrested for trespassing, ticketed, and removed from the park. After spending Canada Day night in custody, Shura got $500 bail on July 2nd, but he is banned from going back to the park. He also can't be at Royal Canada Legion Branch 62 in Sarnia for the Veterans Park, the park where the Remembrance Day run-ins with Legion officials took place last fall. So they don't want him there. He's been getting arrested like every time. And I guess his wife was arrested as well for causing a disturbance. Tactical officers arrested a pair after police said people were wearing clothing affiliated with Outlaws Motorcycle Gang tried to lay a wreath at the cathedral. That's what it is. They didn't register and refused to leave when asked. So I guess you got to register to even lay a wreath. and it was a black wreath, and they refused to leave, causing a disturbance by using foul language, police said. I see multiple people with different cuts, not just Outlaws. There's another club there you can see in this picture. Hold on. You can see in this picture there's probationary outlaw. There's someone right there with just the skull. I'm not sure what club that is. And then it looks like there's a prospect right there. But just him and his wife were arrested. The incident, most of it captured on video, shocked onlookers, the city mayor and police chief, and sparked social media debates on whether the police or the bikers were in the wrong. The Outlaws took the rare step of releasing a formal statement soon after, saying it was they were unfairly targeted and denied the right to honor our veterans. Here, let me see if I could get the formal statement. But I will get the video. If there is a video, I will get it. And I'll post it on the members. Here's some more pictures. It doesn't show the... Oh, I do got the video. Are you guys ready for this? I got the video of them removing him from the park. And that's crazy. Why? Because he's in a motorcycle club? I don't see his wife. Do you guys see his wife? What do you guys think? Do you think it's discrimination for them to do this to these people? It is. Silly waste of money and tactical teams, not cheap. Carney's Ride, what's going on? How are you? Josh, how are you? That's crazy. They go through all that. Dude just wanted to lay a wreath. Like, what's the problem? Looks like they tripped or something. And the wife started getting crazy. More cops running over. You guys see? They put them on the ground. Look at all the cops running. Like it's a big deal. Here comes the battalion. You tried to lay a wreath. What's the problem? Just because they have cuts on, and it looks like there's a sidewalk. It doesn't even look like he was in the park. I don't understand. I think they have it out for these clubs 100%. In Canada, there is I have a video of the police talking about the Hells Angels, and they said they are a criminal enterprise. And they name off all the stuff that they've been convicted of, and it's just crazy. I think they discriminate against motorcycle clubs pretty heavily. Did they not attempt to tell them to leave or to come back without their cuts? Seems like overkill, if you ask me, 100%. I met a lot of them guys as a kid. I was scared. They were good guys. Yeah, I think they... the perception that the news gives on a lot of these clubs is that they're scary people and they're all criminals. But I've met quite a few club members, and they were all great people. I met a couple that were a little iffy, but I mean, that's with any group of people, you know? If you find loopholes, you're a criminal. 100%. I mean, it's a damn motorcycle club, and they're trying to distinguish it as something else. Yeah, what if Iron Order showed up? It'd be all right for them, right? Because they're police officers. That's what's crazy. That's why I ask a lot of these people when I interview them, what do you think about like the police and them joining clubs? And he's like, yeah, they arrest you on Saturday and then they want to hang out next to you at a bar on Sunday. It's just crazy. Or the other way around. They want to hang out with you on the weekend on Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday or Monday morning they want to arrest you and be police officers. Just crazy. Double standard. I think Iron Order is the biggest fraud group out there. It really is. Bunch of police officers trying to be outlaw bikers. It's an oxymoron at its finest. It's really crazy. But this guy's banned from all the parks. He can't go back. It's pretty messed up. He is banned from all the parks. I guess this is a big deal, the Canada Day. I'm not really sure because I'm not from Canada, but I think it's probably something like kind of like 4th of July. If anyone from Canada is there, maybe you can weigh in on this. Most of it was captured on video by onlookers, and the mayor said sparked social media debate on whether the police and the bikers who was in the wrong. Ontario's top biker cop said the club chose to break the rules at the ceremony and was seeking attention by wearing patches at the event. His wife, Karen Pelkey, 46, was also arrested and charged after the ceremony with causing a public disturbance and resisting arrest. And for the cops, leave outlaws alone, 100%. Just go arrest Iron Order, right? What about the Iron Order when one of their members shot and killed a Mongol? They let him go. They dropped the charges. Matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a show about that situation. And I know somebody who's there personally at the time. And they said that after this guy killed the Mongol, they put him in the cop car and let him out the other side of the cop car, open the door and just let him go. Insane. Because if it was anyone else, they would be in prison for first-degree murder. But since it's a cop, he gets to walk free. It's a crazy double standard, and it makes no sense. "12 was wearing patches, so they shouldn't. They be arrested, right? We don't see the Mongols here or pagans. But where you from, Josh? I know a lot of documentaries and things have been saying I've never seen the Iron Order in Connecticut either, and there's no pagan chapters in Connecticut. A lot of people are saying there's pagan chapters in every single state. No, there isn't. No, there absolutely is not. There's no pagan chapter in Connecticut. There's a couple states that have told me there is no pagan chapters in certain states. Canada, yeah, I don't think the pagans are up there either. Bro, there isn't no pagan chapters in Connecticut. There's some in Massachusetts and Rhode Island and New York, not Connecticut. Hell's Angels and the Outlaws are here. No pagans. Maybe they'll ride through, but they don't have a clubhouse in Connecticut. No pagans in Louisville, Kentucky. All right, so this video I have for you guys is a woman. You might have seen this, pretty viral right now. It's a woman destroying this guy's bike, starts smashing it with I think it's a tire iron. This chick is. So I had to kill the audio because they had a song playing over it. 48 states, and they are only an American club, not nationwide. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think they're in that many states. I don't think they're in Hawaii either. If you say they're in Connecticut, what town is their clubhouse in? Because there's quite a few clubs here, and I don't see that. I don't see them having a clubhouse in Connecticut. Yeah, I've never seen Mongols in Connecticut either. Oh, you don't see Mongols up there in Canada? Yeah, I don't think they're trying to go international. The pagans used to just be an elite group of guys that were from the Philadelphia area. And it just exploded over the past, 5 years? The pagans everywhere. But they were always concentrated in Philadelphia. Watch this shit. This chick is a psychopath. Yeah, Virginia. Look at this. The Iron Horseman. Did you see the video of the Iron Horseman guy stealing peanut butter that I dropped? It's pretty funny. He goes in with two of his brothers into a gas station and steals peanut butter. This chick's a psycho. Watch this. I mean, there's hundreds of outlaw clubs all over the country. Hundreds, and there's quite a bit. And some of them you never heard of. There's a lot of clubs. Look at this. Oh, it's a fire poker. That's what it is. Yeah, check it out, man. It is funny. She's smashing the bike with a fire poker. So he's saying, go ahead, I want you to do it. Do it. Because he's been going through it with this woman, going back and forth, back and forth. No, I don't think so. No, he just doesn't want to get arrested, and he has insurance probably. I don't know. This dude, he's like, go ahead, do it. Now, what would you do if your wife was doing this to your bike? She probably put it in her name, right? 100%. I would divorce her in a second. She's crazy. Watch what happens. It gets worse. Fucking whips it at him. Yeah, they've been in Long Island for a long time. Is he in witness protection? I know he's videotaping for his own protection. You know how it goes. A lot of times, police will come and take the woman's side, and you kind of need evidence. Look, she's carving into his truck with a butcher knife. And then she throws the knife at him. Watch this. Whip. He's like, go ahead, do it. Do it. My apologies on the audio. Look, and the kids are there filming it. She's going to town on that. She hit him with the fire poker. Take that video straight to the lawyer. She'd be walking funny for a while. Remember that story about the guy that pushed his girl off the bike? Or no, he crashed with her, I think, right? He crashed the bike with her on the back, and then he took off and left her in critical condition. Look at this. Now she's smashing the window with a hammer. Ooh. And the kids are there. That's the big problem. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you're fighting with your partner and you're arguing, but doing this type of shit in front of the kids, acting like a psychopath, like, come on. No, the kid's gonna be involved to see this. She'd have a kickstand. Chick's a psycho. What do you do? Lock the door? Yeah, unfortunately, the crazy ones are the most fun. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, and then you wake up in the morning, you gotta deal with this shit, man. I just told you to leave. I just wanted you to leave. I just met you last night. She's doing this shit. I told you I'll call you later. A girl did that to my cousin. He met a girl at a bar. She came to his house and never left. Ended up having kids and everything. Like, dude, he must have locked the door, and that's why she did that. But I think they're in the midst of a divorce, and that's why all this was going on. It's crazy. Some people are nuts. I got some good interviews that are going to be dropping. I'm going to be dropping some new ones today. I'll play you guys a clip from the new interview. Let's see. So the name of this series is called Once Upon a Time in Tel Aviv, a bank robber's story. And he has a book out there. It's under an alias, and he disguised his voice and his identity, and he came on the show and told me a story. So you guys are going to like this one. It's pretty good. Let me see if I could get you some clips.
So, yeah, it's actually in my book. It's like chapter 1. So I don't know. So I don't want to give too much away because I kind of like go through it right in chapter 1 to try to get the reader kind of hooked into that, how it feels and whatnot. So, but it was just a note job. It was nothing crazy. You know, at first I was a young kid, so I was scheming about, a fucking takeover and drilling through the ceiling with an acetylene torch and fucking getaway car. And then I realized that doesn't really match with my current skill set. So I said, you know what, let me just walk in, demand the money, and walk out.
Yeah.
So,
So there's a lot of that coming.
So, but it was just a no job. It was nothing crazy.
So you can talk about the ones you were convicted of, right?
I mean, yeah, I could talk about, pretty much anything at this point. I did my time. It's all over. Just like I said, the old habits die hard, brother. It's hard to shake old habits sometimes,
So it's a really good story. Let me see if I can find the book cover. I'll show you guys. I'll put a link for the book. It's pretty good. He was traveling back and forth from the United States over to Israel, and he lived in Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Brooklyn. And I don't know where the damn cover is. Shout out to Picasso too. Picasso of Thieves. I got an interview with him that I still haven't dropped. Let me see if I can find that. And that one I did in person. It's an in-person interview. You guys are going to like that one. There's a book out about him, documentary, a film. It's called The Picasso of Thieves. And he told me a story. He stole a bunch of pretty high-end art, and he hung it in his bathroom at his house. He hung the artwork in his bathroom. He didn't sell it. I think he sold some of it. Oh, yeah, I got another little situation to tell you guys about. So, allegedly, the Hells Angels out in New Jersey have been having problems with some people using their logos and different things. So they released a statement, and I got it for you. So this is the statement that they released on their Instagram. This is about 81 supporters, social media guidelines. So these are the rules. Never post images of our death head. Never use the word AFFA, Hells Angels, HAMC, HA in any form, including text on pictures, and especially not after your name. Never use 81 or 81 by itself in any way to describe yourself. If you use 81, it must be used 81 supporter or support 81. This includes almost workplace information not on your profile. Never use any term related to Hells Angels that would cause a person to think that you are attempting to pose as a member. Example, Joe red and white equals bad. Joe red and white supporter equals good. I don't know really what that means, but never combine support 81 images with weapons of any kind. You are supporting a motorcycle club, not an organization of gunmen. Never combine your support to Hells Angels with other clubs, street gangs, or if you are aware of the relationship between those others and the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. These guidelines have been in place for decades. Understand them and follow them. To not do so is considered a great sign of disrespect by the Hells Angels members, and you will find yourself not welcome. These rules apply to everyone, including wives of members, girlfriends of members, sons and daughters of members, sisters of members, everyone. And it says, please feel free to share this image in any way you like and use it to help educate other supporters that are not aware. We appreciate your understanding and enthusiasm and your support. So, yeah, they posted that on their Instagram page. That's from the New Jersey chapter of the Hells Angels. So I don't know. But I appreciate all you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I got a lot of content on the way. Just getting started. You guys are going to be blown away this week. I got some pretty great things in the works. And we got some exposing to do this week too. So there's someone out there parading as a club member. And, we got him. We're going to drop the hammer this week. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate all you guys. If you like this show, hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your mother's brother, sister, friend about Chatting with Stacks, the dopest motorcycle content on YouTube. If you want to help out the show, you can hit up my Cash App at Chatting with Stacks. And if you want to be a guest and tell your story, hit up my email, billstacks2021@gmail.com. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad. Start your own podcast. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.